It gives me immense pleasure to welcome our distinguished speaker, Dr. P.B. Koutur. Please come on the dais. So he will be sharing valuable insight on uniting people and purpose for the business growth. Now I request AV team, please play the AV. Yeah, AV, please.
The HR alchemist, talent transformer, and the voice of wisdom for tomorrow's leaders. What happens when deep expertise meets unwavering purpose? Dr. P.B. Koutur happens. With a legendary career spanning over 3 decades, Dr. Koutur has touched nearly every aspect of education, engineering, talent transformation, and leadership development. From boardrooms to classrooms, campuses to corporates, his influence has shaped thousands of professionals and educators across India and beyond. He is the global goodwill ambassador, the man behind 19 books, 2,000 plus poems, 20 plus academic advisory roles, and countless career transformations. A TEDx speaker, celebrated author, educator, poet, and corporate visionary, Dr. Koutur embodies the perfect fusion of head and heart, strategy and soul. Please welcome the man who's not just building careers, but crafting legacies, Dr. P.B. Koutur.
Yeah, please, sir.
Good evening to all of you. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you so much. I think so. Ice cream is working. So may I request all of you to stand up? All of you. All of you. No, I am not a yoga master. I will not do anything. No doubt I am a poet. You saved me, Mr. Chirag. Thank you very much. Can you give a big round of applause? This is not for me. This is for IMA, Navinji and the entire brilliant team who have made this beautiful 19th April for all of us, and the sponsors who created today for every professional, every student, every academician. Second round of applause. This round of applause for our parents and foreparents who made us to live, believe the culture, heritage, and the country that we belong to. The last round of applause. This applause is for our farmers who feed us, the soldiers who protect us, and the taxpayers who made the country growing yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sirji. Thank you. This is exactly 3:20. I will possibly use 20 minutes and then we will close it. I will not play with your time, and your time is very precious, and every second earns the dollars. ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಬಲದಿಂದ ಅಜ್ಞಾನದ ಕೇಡು ನೋಡಯ್ಯ, ಜ್ಯೋತಿಯ ಬಲದಿಂದ ತಮಂಧದ ಕೇಡು ನೋಡಯ್ಯ, ಪರುಷದ ಬಲದಿಂದ ಅವಲೋಹದ ಕೇಡು ನೋಡಯ್ಯ, ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮ ದೇವ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶರಣರ ಅನುಭಾವದಿಂದ ಎನ್ನ ಭವದ ಕೇಡು ನೋಡಯ್ಯ. This is the vachana, the saying of the 12th century social reformers, and the biggest person on the universe, even today after 850 years, who believed in the spirituality for the humanity. Mahatma Basaveshwar from Karnataka. The message of this is knowledge drives away the ignorance. The light drives away the darkness. And the touch of such brilliant people drives away all my myths, sense and anything that we believe. The power of connection, O Lord Kudal Sangama. You have been hearing so many presentations, wonderful poetries, and managing post-lunch is definitely very, very difficult. But I don't know why Jagjeetji and Seemaji put me at 3:30, right? Either they have tried, there is one savior for me, and yet another savior. But maybe it is typically in Eastern countries, 3 o'clock is the time you will doze off. Maybe it's a testing time for me, but I ensure that your next 20 minutes will be very, very useful. While you have been hearing and seeing the presentation, possibly I would like to make use of the mobile. You ask the teachers, they complain all the students use the mobile in the classroom. You ask the parents, children are using mobile. Everybody is using mobile. Exactly told. We brought the technology into our hand and then we started claiming it, right? First we looked at every technology making our life, but now we are complaining. I don't want you to complain mobile. I want you to enjoy the mobile. So let me have one online game so that you will respond and then I get into that. Are we ready? Gentlemen, are you ready? Yeah. Yeah, presentation. This way, pehle. Just, yeah, you have to switch over. Okay. So possibly we'll see, go to the first page first. Go to the first. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, you see here, possibly open your mobile, go to the browser, type menti.com. You go to the browser, whoever is possible, you open your browsers, whichever the browser you are comfortable with, and first come first. So whoever is first get into menti.com on the browser, and possibly will do. Fabulous. So you have a use code, type that as well, and then get in. So once ready, please let me know. Excuse me? You menti.com, once you get into the page, you type your use code. Use code is 6487538. Yeah? Yes, submit. I have not seen anybody joining. The moment you join, you will start responding. Yeah, one response is there. Second response is there. So go on typing as many as possible. The topic given to me is Success Simplified, Uniting People and Purpose for Business Growth. I wanted your thought. I don't need a confirmation or agreeing, not agreeing. What is one phrase, one word that you think in the context of success, purpose, and this? I am seeing wonderful terminologies, phrases available. Okay, I will not take. Can you go to the next slide, please? Next, I think you're done. Okay, so this is a second slide. I again give you the power to move around your mobile, show your impressions, strongly agree, disagree. You can move around the browser there. Yeah. You can slide. Move around like this. I am seeing the responses. You are able to move. Yeah. Okay. I know the moment mobile sits in the palm, we will enjoy and forget rest of the world. I don't want you to forget because I have to complete the presentation in the next 20 minutes. So look at this presentation, right? Possibly. Thank you so much. A round of applause to all of you. Don't become poor. Please become rich. Round of applause. So thank you very much. The topic is success simplified. Success in each and everybody's perspective is much different. Making Shairi understood by everybody is a success. The book written by our friend, making all of us being pin drop silence for all the 27 minutes is a success. For IMA, completing today flawlessly is a success. But HR is much different. And therefore, when you look at the success simplification in the context of 21st century, as well as the disruption that happens, very well said, it's all about digital disruption is around. Is a disruption is not in the digital or due to digital. It's due to this top floor. The moment it is cluttered with too many aspects, we don't know where to focus. The next 15 to 17 minutes, possibly I will use the context where the success comes to the work world when we have people and purpose. The 21st century is India's century, all of you told. And the beginning of the 20th century started with the Y2K problem, right? So possibly most of us, we were entering or entered the Y2K problem as the first time. The context of industry, whatever the industry could be, that time, the customers used to put a red carpet to all the Indian companies to get them served. Things have changed. Today, we have to put the red carpet for them to understand us and give the project. Otherwise, would have not happened the 3T problems: the tariff, technology, and the talent. In those early years of the industry that established, people were always spoken about learn English, learn English, learn English. Things have changed. Today you can speak your own language and still be successful. And then the moment you talk about them, people say, no, South Koreans speak their language, Chinese speak language, Japanese speak language. Why can't you speak Hindi, Marathi, Telugu, Tamil, Kannada and all that? Run. It is possible because LLMs have changed the world the way we want to do it. The large language models. You can speak, you can talk, you can interact in a multimodal LLMs where your own language can be paramount. Things have changed in the workplace. The people who enter the industry, they were waiting for the job to be given, not the salary to be given. Things have changed today. People are asking compensation first, the work next. Therefore, the HRs are in this gamut of people. When we entered, we were all spoken about, even start with a small task. Mainframe was okay. Writing a C code okay. Writing a small activity was okay. Today, every engineer who enters the corporate wants only AI, Gen AI, agentic AI, because it is all dancing on their resume so beautifully. If you ask what is AI, they don't know what is AI all. Life started when the industry started with the NI, natural intelligence. Today it is with AI, agentic AI. But people still they think that AI is the only way to do. Whether it is AI, intelligent programming, hardware, software, people never worried about the jobs because number of engineers produced was equivalent to the job. But today number of engineers produced, management guys produced are almost 3 or 4 times the number of opportunities. But still you have a job. That is the work world we are addressing it. The last point, possibly we need to look at when India started making this dollar as a visible, measurable component to the world to show this is a brilliant organization. Hardly we had 1.5 billion or 25 billion. Today we talk about export quality of 240 billion. The world has changed at the workplace. So in the context of transformation from people-centric to the process-centric, the revenue-centric to experience-centric, whatever the workplace-centric to non-workplace-centric. So somebody was talking about you can work from anywhere. In the journey of the industries, when it was very shy to ask work from home. Now people shamelessly say that I work from home. That world has changed so much. In this era, HR play a vital role at the workplace. HRM is a conglomerate of head, H for head, or heart, or hand, 3H. Your H in the HR plays a vital 3 letters, head, heart, and hand. Head is all about critical thinking, strategic thinking. If the HR is applying that first H, job is done. It is not about your strategic thinking, your critical thinking, your sharper thinking, but your emotional thinking is also important as an HR. And the third is hand, execution. The whole theme is shaping HR's new era from vision to execution. In that context, when you take about engineers, management, law, anybody who is part of the workforce, it is important for us to look at how these aspects. Are people critical than the customers? 3.3 out of 5, they give rating. So that means we are on average. Purpose or pleasure, what is important? People absolutely telling that 3.7 out of 5, the purpose important. You chase purpose over pleasure. Pleasure could be your salary hike, promotions, this and that, but your purpose is the goal. Whether it's a generation that we belong to, when we enter the industry, mostly everybody was either baby boomer or Gen X. Today we have everybody. Ranjanji, you mentioned Sunil Gavaskar, Bharat Ratna, and then the king. At a workplace, you have 5 generations. Traditionalists yet to be retired. Gen X appear to be the bosses. Gen Y don't know what to do. Gen Z is playing everything, claiming everything, and the alpha beta are coming into the workplace knowing that what to do, what not to do. That is the generations we are addressing at the workplace. How to unify the human psychology, the power of technology, and the customer centricity together for making the growth. We all have grown from the mindset called prosperity, but today Western philosophy drives the mindset of growth. Growth mindset. I'm sure that everybody is using generously growth mindset. But we as a India, we have started with the prosperity mindset. Growth, progress, and the prosperity. The paradox is we reversed our gear rather than going like this. We always lived in the highest level of growth, exponential growth, a holistic growth called prosperity. Mind, money, matter, madness, everything was included there. But today we are talking about only mind and money, and therefore it is a growth mindset. The last point possibly, geopolitical phenomena and profits. People say that 3.9 is awareness is very, very high. And then rewards and recognition. Look at this ultimately. Only the 2 things which are very, very important for us is rewards and recognition in our workplace. How the purpose of an organization versus the rewards and recognitions. In the era that we all enter the organizations, for everything there was a reward. That's what we all lived in the company. But today we don't have, even for listening to Shairi, if there are $2 were given, people would have become more poets in the workplace. Because we lost that hard part of the story. Even if your own colleague has achieved so much, we don't have attention to, appreciate. We have to tell, told, please give a round of applause. It should be natural, intuitive. When good things happen, go pat on the back. In order to pat on the back, you have to touch your heart that we are together. So that's the era we are talking about it. As an HR, uniting the purpose and the people, it is not a calculus. We moved from doing so complex mathematical equations in integrity and differentiation and calculus, just we ended up with an Excel sheet. Right? We talk about so much of AI, BI, but NI is forgotten. As a HR fraternity, it's important for all of us to understand 10 P's to be managed. 10 P's to be managed. First is your purpose. What is my aim as an organization? What is my aim as an employee? What is my aim in the world to create it? We have 3 purposes to achieve. The first achieve I is internationally how I can stay relevant. First I. Second, how I stay relevant in India, my country. And third I is individually how I can stay relevant. So 3I is Trineth Shiva. Whether in a static phenomena or a dynamic phenomena, you stay relevant. The purpose. Second, people. People are not profits. People are not profits. Without people, no profits. I'm sure that people have been talking about people. So when people become so relevant, I think very well said, sometimes they become liabilities. The world has created the loyalty for the people, brilliance. Now we have changed towards, liabilities. Is that a right mindset when we unifying the entire population? The last, very, very important in terms of the people dynamics. Can you push the first slide? Gentlemen, in my PPT, can you push the first slide? You have forgotten. Yeah, go to the second slide. Yes. Present. Okay. I would like to ask you something is here. So are you seeing everyday workplaces like this? Right? I am sure that. So who is HR here? Huh? Who is a customer here? Who is an employee? Who is family? Right? Do you see everyday workplaces like this? So how is the tree? Stable, unstable? Right? No, everyday life is like this. It is not the destruction, it is a disruption. Disruption is a positive way of telling is a destruction. But you look at your employee hanging on, waiting for the job offers, waiting for the job description, waiting for the billability, waiting for the on-site, waiting for the salary hike, waiting for the promotion. But the situation is like this. Okay. The market is going between tariff, trends, taxes, this and that, right? So market goes up, market goes down. So Sensex up, Sensex down. I'm absolutely, you don't worry about it. I'm very, very conscious about time, right? That's what I have come to the last slide. Okay, this is a deadline, pressure. And then you have, gentlemen, constant competition risk. Whether to leave the job, moonlight, sunlight, which light, daylight, dark night, all that is there. And then you have external pressures. Whether you have got your first job, got your first wife or first husband, got your first car, got your first home, all that is a pressures. In that context, HR need to bridge the purpose with people. We have to make this fellow hanging, bring down, make him or her happy employee. So in order to do that, I think it's important the leadership providing stability at workplace is only possible when you bring peace. I was talking about people, purpose, peace. And it's only possible when you pay them well, payroll, and you give them promotion, you manage the process, you manage the partner, you manage the profits, you manage your what? Another P? PB Koutur. Now, what else? Huh? People is the first we started with. Process I already told. What else? Huh? Product. And ultimately, you have a prosperity end of the day. So this slide is very to signify that we are here for the purpose. Where we want to go, why we want to go, and how we want to go. But our ecosystem is so phenomenally complex, but it's interlinked, but yet it's very, very powerful. I will not take further time. HR is a role, is at home, at office, at workplace, and the government. Government started employing HRs. I am sure that, HR role is no longer the HR role of managing people. So when every time you meet, HR is the darling of everybody, but in the exit time is the most dangerous person. So that is the transition we are looking at it. If you have a purpose of making a 5 billion company, it is a purpose. But is there a way, the equation taking your 5 billion journey with the 5 billion people? No. Then it is not possible to make a success. Right? People are not profits. Without people, no profits. If you understand that, it's easier. The talent is not the resource. Talent is the power. Talent is not just the people. Talent is the energy. And talent transformation is the only order that take you to the purpose, destiny, and the prosperity. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. P.B. Koutur, for such a thoughtful and inspiring session. Your concept of 3H, 10 Ps, and 3 Is really has given us the different perspective for HR people. They can use in their actual field and get a better results. So once again, thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm sure that no asking questions is not a good thing because next presenter is waiting. I will be available tea time or later. We will enjoy more conversation. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I will call Mr. Anil Jaiswal from the HR fraternity to present the token of remembrance. I would also like to thank our sponsors, Oyster Group, Campus Center, Office Store, and Agarwal Sweets. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll go for our next session.